Hey guys, I'm going to show you how I found and repaired an oil leak in this Hummer H3. What I've noticed is that the steering has become a little bit heavier than normal, and sometimes you can hear it making some weird sounds, particularly at full lock. There's a mist of oil all on the left hand side, including this oil filler cap, so I'm not sure if it's engine oil. Underneath the bonnet it's sprayed, but on the right hand side there is no oil leaking. I'm going to start by pulling apart the PCV system. This hose is the dirty side that gets sucked in. I've removed the airbox resonator to inspect for any oil getting inside the intake, but it appears to be dry and clean, which is good news. This hose here is the clean side PCV hose. It's a bit cracked, worn out, and it's leaking at the base. I'll replace it. This other hose on this side is the dirty side, and it sucks through this little port. I'm just checking to make sure there's a 2.5mm hole, that it's clean. And when I rev the car, I can't feel any blow-by getting out. And there's good suction when I feel the dirty hose. But I'll just put some compressed air and try and clean it, make sure it's not clogged anyway. It's a little oily on the clean side hose, that must be normal. Inside this airbox resonator, it's completely dry. I don't think there's any blow-by issue here. But this is a good way for you to test. You can check the suction on that dirty hose, and I'm revving it and I'm just not getting blow-by anywhere. I may as well check the health of the cylinders by inspecting a spark plug, and it looks like it's burning correctly. While I'm waiting for a new clean side hose to arrive, I've installed this clear catch can, and I'm going to do some driving. And look, after a few weeks, there's no blow-by. A little bit of crap in there, but it's fine. Now that I'm confident it's not engine oil or blow-by that's causing this misty oil leak, I've narrowed it down to the power steering pump. It's power steering fluid that's kind of misted up all around the engine bay here. So I'm going to drain the power steering fluid out of this pump by removing the return hose. Hopefully it's the O-ring that's between the reservoir and the pump. You've got to remove this clip at the top, and if you get underneath the wheel well, there's another clip, the same clip underneath, that you have to slide off. And there's that O-ring. It does look a little bit squashed. The size is a 16mm by 3mm thick, and I'm using a Viton O-ring. And I'm going to put it back in. We're going to refill it with power steering fluid, and I'm going to bleed the system by turning the steering wheel full lock and see if the leak's gone. So I'm going full lock to bleed the system, and the steering is still very heavy with a lot of resistance. This is the same problem. Unfortunately, it wasn't that O-ring. There is oil pissing out everywhere. This time I'm going to leave the car in drive and someone else has it on full lock. That builds the most amount of pressure so I can help find this leak. And there it is, pissing out from the shaft seal, and very noisy. So I'm going to take this pump out. You'll need a 3/8" spanner to use on the belt tensioner to take the belt off. There's 3 bolts behind the pulley that you need to remove, and then there's some electrical cables you need to disconnect. Remove this low pressure return hose. Be careful with the clip so you don't break it. And then you need to remove the high pressure hose, which is underneath. Most of the cable protection is all damaged, or the conduit or the sheathing, so I've got some new stuff and I'll redo it while I'm here. I've also got one of these Amazon air filters. Seems good quality. Now the only replacement power steering pump I can get is off Amazon, and you also need to get a pulley puller set. This one's from Amazon, very cheap, and it's got everything I need to do the job to be able to pull it off and put it on. So we'll get the pulley removed. Make sure you oil all your threads. You got this adapter that goes in. This adapter here is what's used to push against the shaft so it can pull the pulley off. Then you got this like metal piece here that goes around the pulley, so it clips on there. Then you got a metal sheath that snaps on the outside, and you just need to turn it. It'll pull it off, no problem. If you look at the shaft, it's kind of rusted behind the pulley, and my suspicion is that's what's damaged this seal. Now this Amazon pump, it seems pretty good condition considering OEM parts are drying up for the Hummer H3 now, but I'm happy with the quality. It looks okay, and it was cheap. So to put the pulley on, we use that Amazon pulley set, And we need to find this bolt adapter. Don't forget, all your threads for everything you do need to be oiled. So we'll screw the matching bolt, the size that we need, in the end of this setup. That'll screw inside the shaft, and we need to use this bearing and washer. So we'll screw that down into the shaft. I'll put a bit of oil on the shaft. And with this setup, I struggled to actually get it to push back on until I held the actual pulley so the pulley couldn't rotate. Don't ask me, I'm not a mechanic, I just got it off Amazon. Once I held this and tightened the bottom section, I was able to slowly get this pulley back on the shaft. And you know you're done when the pulley is flush with that metal shaft there. So that's all flush, we're done. Now guess what? It doesn't come with one of these new O-rings. So that new O-ring I got before will pay off for here. There's an O-ring here, which I don't think I need. The new one doesn't come with a reservoir, so we need to put the old reservoir back on. It looks like that's a hard part to get as well. There's an O-ring on the high pressure hose, so that one looks a bit old. What I'll do is go into my multi-set, and I'll dig out one that matches, and it looks like this one here is probably the same size. The 7mm by 2mm seems to do the trick. Goes on perfectly. I do recommend you fit the high pressure hose first before it's bolted up, because of the alignment's really difficult to get on. Once it's all bolted up, those 3 bolts, I think they're 50 Newton meters. I've filled it up with power steering fluid again, and I'm just going to bleed the air out by giving it a bit of a start, coming back, checking the level, then restarting it, and I'm going full lock left to right to bleed it. The steering feels normal again. There's no heaviness, there's no tightness, there's no weird sounds, and there's no leaks anymore. And I've just pulled the O2 sensor out just to see how the car's burning, and it looks fine. That's a brand new Amarok, and it couldn't even drive through the water. But with the Hummer H3, you can do some happy driving. If you like the video, leave me a comment. See you guys later.